Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back with more RimWorld today, continuing our playthrough of the Anomaly and 1.5 update. And I've got a rather strange arrangement going on down here, don't I? So, in a recent episode, I pointed out the fact that I had to move something because a cube sculpture had been built next to it and it was interfering with it. Well, a very, very nice commenter out there pointed out the fact that we can move these and we don't actually have to destroy them. I tell you what, I have terrible tunnel vision sometimes, but either way, I didn't notice that. So now, to make up for my foolishness, I've decided to move every cube sculpture in the colony, including the cube itself. So I've brought that here, and we're going to have a little fun with this thing. We're going to see just what happens when we destroy it. So let's unpause it and see what anti-grain warhead will do to the cube. Alright, and you might have noticed that I added a little chem fuel and stuff over here. Oh, a couple of boomaloops too for extra bounce. Rage Fury. Wow, just one pawn, huh? Oh, no, Cube Rage. Okay, that's what I was expecting to see. I was thinking we'd have multiple mental breaks all at once. The cube is totally undamaged, though. Oh, so an anti-grain with 3 boomaloops, some chem fuel splashed in there, and all the colony's mortars didn't even scratch the cube. It is on fire, but I have a feeling that's just, yeah, it's going to go out real quick. Wow. Well, we had to try it. You know what I'm saying? Look, it wiped out half my walls down here. Don't worry, I have a backup save file, so everything's going to be right back to normal where we left off in the last episode. But I thought that would be a fun little introduction for today. And like I said, just trying out some stuff. We never tried to actually destroy the cube. I didn't think we could, at least not with a single anti-grain warhead. Maybe with 10 of them, huh? Well, should we try that? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's get started with today's episode. Like I said, we're going to back it up just a little bit. Okay, well, as promised, everything is back to where we left it. We had just finished a little flesh beast attack here, so that's all being taken care of. We actually did get a new colonist as soon as I loaded up. Somebody who I guess was right in the middle of trying to recruit Kino Dark here, or whatever this guy's name is, but I'll end up having to rename him. But this is our newest furry friend, teetotaler, hard worker, gourmand, psychically dull. Definitely going to be a good addition to the colony, although she's going to have a bit or he needs to have a bit of learning on those firearms. He's got no combat skills whatsoever, but otherwise, like I said, the cube is back to where it belongs here. I am genuinely thinking of moving all these cube sculptures now that I realized that I'm certainly going to move these in here and put that, what is this? What is this called? The ritual, psychic ritual spot. I'm just going to have that brought right over here, because this is the room it needs to be in. This is the room with all the statues and stuff. Yeah, that's where it was right there. Oh, come on with that. Well, I'll just have to wait till the sculptures get moved. But again, big shout out to the commenter. It was actually on one of the shorts I made that the commenter left the note, so I don't even know if they actually watched the videos or not. But regardless, it was helpful, and everybody else out there leaving comments, big shout out to you as well. I appreciate it. Very helpful. So let's get going with today and see where we're at. Oh, you know what? I think we were trying to kind of phase out our guests, weren't we? Yeah, so let's get rid of these. I think all the guests have left at this point. We're just in dangerous times right now. If we have more guests show up, we're probably going to set up a separate room for them, because all these beds, as you can see, are going to be switched over to the slab bed. That's right. We are now officially in the pain is virtue. So we've got some serious changing to do here. And that reminds me, we've also got some rituals to start doing. I think Grace has experienced a little bit of yeah. Wait, does she have scar? Yeah, there it is. Got scarified. So we need more of this. She's the only one so far. So we're going to basically just go down the list. Yes, he's not scarified. Start scarring up our people. All right. Well, Ryan got that scarification done. So he is the second colonist now to have a little bit of a mood boost. Apparently, this does expire too. 3.5 days. I was looking through because we had a terrible scarification when Grace did it. Like, the ritual itself was bad, so they got a little bit of a mood debuff from that. But then she got what I thought was a permanent boost, whereas it got scarified. But look at that, it says it drops off in 1.2 days. I'm interested. I thought the scarification was a permanent mood boost. Maybe it is. It'll just be like a reduction. It'll go down to like a +3. I'm curious. I'll have to keep an eye on that now. But, I mean, we're still going to go ahead and scarify everybody, so that's not an issue for sure. I am lining up the cube sculptures now. This probably isn't smart, even though I'm not going to drop another mortar on them. I think, maybe they could get destroyed by some, rockets or something, but we've already seen the outcome. It will provoke, mental breaks, pretty severe ones too, but regardless, I'm tired of having them just scattered everywhere. It's kind of cool, just having a nice little sculpture garden here lined up. Either way, things are going pretty good, and Randy drops a psychic ship on me, so it's non-stop action here at the colony. Let's see, psychic ships got to be dealt with too. If it was just a defoliator, we could, probably ignore it, for at least for a while, depending on proximity, but this boy right here is just going to get more and more annoying. People are going to become more and more pissed and debilitated because of it. So, you know what? Our best bet is to probably start pummeling it with mortars. Since there's no shielding here, we'll just drop EMPs on it, hit it with a couple of mortars. I'm tempted to use the, what's it called? That anti-grain we saw, how fun those can be, but I've only got the one, so I think I'm just going to hold it right there. We won't use that, but like I say, I've got 4 EMP shells, so that should lock those guys in place while we hit them with traditional warheads. Alright, and we're looking at our mortar crew right now. Sass has the EMP shell loaded in the far left mortar. There's a few more of these, so I'm going to allow her to reload at least once with another EMP, hopefully keep these things on lockdown. And only 2 mortars is pretty poopy. I tell you what, we need more of these, no doubt about it. I'll slap down another one, but we're not going to get it built in time, so let's go ahead and just... Timing is pretty critical, so I'm going to let her shoot first. See, there it goes. It's ready to fire immediately. Boom. Okay, she's off. Now I'll set it to hold fire there too. And I'm just going to cancel that for now. But these two, let's watch. Okay, let's go ahead and allow them to start firing. Like I said, we want those to be launched almost as soon as this thing hits. It's only stunned about half of them. That's okay. We're still going to get a few free shots here. Not bad. Did we do any damage? No, that took no damage. Damn it. Okay, that was terrible. Yeah, we need a whole, volley of mortars for this, don't we? Yeah, let's just let them have a little fun. Go ahead, guys. Just shoot away. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, everybody's currently restricted to the home zone now, so... As long as, if we take this out, though, the ship chunk, they will come into the trap funnel, so. Right now, they're kind of just locked into this little spot. They'll just hover around, hover around. Are the mortars shooting? God, they're so slow. Okay, here they go. Here comes the EMP first. Yeah. Now, that wasn't terrible, except, oh my God. Alright, you know what? We need a little work here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this one back to regular shells. Take that off. Yeah, okay. Sass, keep doing that. There we go. And like I say, it's probably going to take a little bit of time. These guys obviously aren't the sharpest shots here. They are the best we've got, but did she just load that with an incendiary? Damn it. Is that what's happening? I think they're using incendiary shells. These Momo heads. Come on. Yep, look. They instantly all went and changed. That was the problem. Incendiaries do literally nothing to mechs. So, alright, now that we got our head screwed on right here, let's see if we can't take out this stupid droner. Well, after our latest failure of a terrible gashing ceremony, that is the name of it, by the way, Grace decided to build another cube sculpture right inside the void room here. Now I know, of course, I can move it, but it's still super annoying. These stupid colonists. You know what I'm also realizing is she snapped out of that immediately. after building the sculpture. You know what that means? When Wimpy was underground and went on the mental break right before getting on the rope to climb up, I could have probably just let her finish her cube sculpture down below. There was time. We had like 7 hours before it collapsed. I just panicked. But I think Wimpy died without need. I hate to say it, but she is buried below the map too. This entire map tile is her gravesite. But I realized that too. I was like, okay, well, she just snapped right out of that mental break after this. You know what, Grace? You're going to have to move that sculpture. If you build it in the wrong spot, you're going to have to move it yourself. But, all right, we just won't tell anybody about Wimpy, okay, guys? Just don't mention that. Okay, well, I'm not sure how I feel about this or what to think here, but Sass, our production specialist, bless her little heart, has just created a legendary slab bed. So what does that mean exactly? Does that mean it, like, as a legendary, normally it would give you better rest and be more comfortable, right? Does this mean that it actually is more uncomfortable now? I wonder. Look, no, it actually does have better rest effectiveness, I think. I haven't compared it with, like, a masterwork. Oh, yeah, much better, for sure. For sure, there's a big difference between masterwork and legendary. There's no doubt there, but that's just kind of funny. It's kind of like a paradox. A legendary slab bed should be more uncomfortable, the most ultimate uncomfortable night of sleep you can imagine. But, well, there it is. We've got one now. Well, I haven't forgotten about the psychic droner. It's down to 17%. I've had to let our mortar crew take a rest and switch them out with some other people. So, in the meantime, though, it's actually good because it's allowed our construction people to repair the traps in our trap funnel, which they're not fully finished with. But I think it's about time to get this thing off the map. We're getting a lot of mental breaks. There it is. Okay, now they're unleashed. But, yeah, and I tell you, with the stupid cube obsession we got going on, not to mention the inhumanization. Where are they going? They are definitely, we're having a lot of mental breaks, so we don't need any more with this droner. I imagine, I'm not sure where they're going, but we definitely need to release these people. Let's just get them to prime the pumps there for us. I'm a little confused. Melee attacking wall lap. Oh, okay. I think they're going over here, and then they're going to come down and around. So we are getting some, like I said, last-minute preparations here in the trap funnel, but we are moments away from a fun little mech raid. Okay, Gabru is putting the finishing touches on the very first trap there. Get out of there, furry. All right, Gabru, yep. Get yourself into position over here. Stand next to the ammo box. They are literally just feet away. We pushed it to the last, but I think we made it. We're safe. There's a few traps that aren't quite finished, but that's okay. We got most of them. And, you know, I bet you a lot of these guys are injured. Some of them are. That guy was at 50%. Where the hell's the rest of them? Oh, they're super slow. They can't figure out how to get around the stone here. But, yeah, I think our traps and our turrets could probably just handle this raid, but I'm not going to take any risks. I've done that before, and I've paid the price with fire, fighting tribal imps that I underestimated, so we'll just keep our people here until they have mental breaks and run off of their own accord. But for now, like I say, I think this one's pretty much in the bag. And you know, I am starting to think we are never going to make progress studying the golden cube over here. Sora's working on it, but I literally just got a notification for the Nociosphere, and I'm pretty sure we got this after we got the cube. So we're making progress on other anomalies, but not this stupid thing. I should have just loaded it up into a transport pod and shot it off into the wastes, as a commenter had done. I don't have transport pods, though. That's the problem. I still might do it if we can get the research. Nope, no advancement. Well, like I said, we do now have some knowledge of the Nociosphere. I'm probably saying that wrong. You've learned how to intentionally activate it. When activated, it will teleport to a remote location of your choice and unleash a barrage of pain on anyone nearby. The sphere will continue to hunt down anyone nearby until it is destroyed or it chooses to return. Select the sphere to activate it. No way. So we can use this thing against our enemies? Send it to a nearby location? Oh, so that's transfer. Now I'm wondering, Can I do it like out onto the world tile? I just want to send it into one of our enemies, like encampments, you know? Just boom. Have it appear in somebody's settlement and cause intense pain. The same way that the golden cube has done to my colony, right? But no, I don't think. I think it's just on the map, right? Well, tell you what, this would sounds like it'd be perfect for a siege or something like that. I wonder if it works against mechs too. I mean, mechs don't feel pain, right? Well, it'll be interesting. Like I've said before, we're going to experiment. We're going to try different stuff. So we'll definitely put this to use as long as I remember that we have it at our disposal when the time comes. Well, I tell you what, ever since we put that inhuman meme into our ideology, it's been a bit of a struggle here. I tell you, this is one that has an incredibly high downside to it, but not a huge upside. I mean, we are able to eat human meat and stuff with no ill effects, and also nutrient paste isn't a big deal anymore. So I guess in a way it does balance out, but it's been a struggle. And one of the bad parts is some of our best animal handlers now have like an incredible disadvantage to that skill because of the inhumanization. So like Furry over here, I think he used to be like a 15 or something. Ferret, she was really high too with the double passion, but that's down to a 5. So in other words, when we get things like Thrumbos to visit us, we can't really tame them anymore. I don't have a single colonist. The newest Furball, who I named him, as I named him, he's only a 9, so he's just shy of even being able to do it. But what is bad for the barn is good for the freezer. So we're going to go ahead and take a few shots at these guys. We've got the whole colony out here because you do not mess with Thrumbo Revenge. Oh, Sora, look at that. Holy crap, I lied. I don't have my melee and non-violent people out here. And it's always when you neglect something that it comes back to bite you in the butt, isn't it? So he's making a break for Sora, and he's out of range now. Sora, don't get your ass killed, please. She's potentially going to be one of her best melee people. She's only 15, though. Okay, she made it. So we're going to take out these Thrumbos. Like I said, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, there's 4 right there. I already killed one to the south. Oop, hold on. There we go. Yep, so we got that one. There's this one right here. And so 6 total Thrumbos going into the freezer. All right. Well, I won't make you sit here with the with the firepower that we have. It's not really that big of a threat. It's just that at one point there we're all kind of grouped together, so I was worried they'd hit us all at once. But this is going to be pretty easy, I think. Now, this is an interesting little quest. Call it little. It's really substantial, but one thing of note is just the number of mini turrets. 13 mini turrets, 8 auto inferno turrets, 3 auto charge turrets. There's actually no mechs listed whatsoever. Of course, there's drop beacons and assemblies, so there would be mechs there and capsules, but there's a lot of stuff. Smoke spewer. I was thinking, you know what? 1 or 2 good mortars, especially if they got an anti-grain with them, would definitely wipe this out. And I thought, hey, maybe that'll be a fun way to close today. But then I looked at these rewards and I was like, you know what? No thanks. I'd rather just keep my, what's it called? Anti-grain warhead. I guess the middle one is the closest. What does this do? Fast mover, psychic, hypersensitivity. I mean, the persona weapon is a serious temptation, but honestly, to tell you the reason I'm not doing it is because we've lost so many of our our natural pawns. As far as I recall, we only have the one who's Swift, who was actually luckily the guy we were working on. So we had a few other meditators with him. They all got killed, unfortunately, in several of the raids we've had. So he's kind of at a standstill until we get a few more natural pawns. I don't see much point in having him out here by himself meditating. It's kind of a losing game, just waste time. So, like I said, we'll wait till we get more people and stuff. But otherwise, we'll just reject that quest. It's unfortunate because I like a little bit of mech action. It's funny because I used to despise mechanoid encounters in the old days. But now with Anomaly, it's like, oh, little mechanical action over these crazy, weird, strange horrors that are unpredictable and I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, mechanoids are just like, it's a nice comfy blanket at this point. Wow, it's a real shame that those scarification rituals don't give any points towards the fluid ideology. That is unfortunate. I'm thinking, though, about just starting to try and convert some of our random prisoners that we're keeping around, because that is one thing I learned fairly recently, is that converting prisoners does give you points towards your fluid ideology. So I will set them to convert. It also hopefully help some of our people with their social stuff. I'm not saying I'm going to remove Inhuman, but it will be a while before we get to 16 points, so if at that point, once we're ready to reform again, if it hasn't been super helpful or something, we might replace it with like Transcendence. What's that one? I can't remember. I always forget the name of it. But yeah, the one that also allows you to eat nutrient paste, but it requires a bunch of other stuff like sleep accelerators. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Transhuman. Why can't I never remember the meme's name? But the whole point, guys, is that we had a wanderer join. We've actually had a good ritual today, and his name is Gallagher. Him, her, I'm not sure. He's willing to contribute by smashing pumpkins here. Watermelons. Sorry, watermelons. Let's go check him out. Oh, there's a little death happening right by him. Pick that up, Gallagher. Bring that in with you. This will be your little present you bring to the colony. A dead animal. Just like a cat. Okay, what is he all about? Oh, he's non-violent. Look at that. I can tell already. Oh, undergrounder psychopath. Cooking plant. You're an undergrounder and you don't even have the ability to mine. What's wrong with you? No, he looks fairly old for his age, but he's only 25. Oh, look, he's already scarified. Nice. Yeah, that's helpful. Obviously, he is our own ideology. Yes, look at this. I love it. And that's a permanent buff, too. So the 2 is permanent there. I see. What about Grace? Scarification. Is it still up there? Oh, she doesn't even have her bonus from being scarred. Oh, it's because she's insufficiently scarred. I see. We need more of these. I haven't played much with the Pain is Virtue meme. In fact, I don't know if I've ever used it before, but regardless, we will definitely accept this guy right here. I'll tell you what, I've discovered in my Hussar and High Mate series just how valuable non-violent doctors can be. So, I mean, it's great he's a cooker and a planter too, but having somebody who's non-violent on standby during a raid, you know, or after a raid when everybody's injured, but who's going to be completely healthy and ready to treat people is very valuable. So, yes, Gallagher is mucho welcome here. In fact, we've only got the one other non-violent pawn, which is Gabaru. So welcome everybody. Say hi to Gallagher for me. He's going to bring us a deer carcass and we're all going to give him a big kiss for it. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. We'll end on a little bit of a high note. I'm also going to pause it so Randy doesn't drop a raid on me just as I say that. Anyway, hit that like button for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Hey everyone, I just want to give a personal thank you to my Patreon supporters. Their contributions help make my work possible, and I am tremendously grateful to them. I'd also like to extend an invitation to you to help support my work on Patreon as well. Your donations allow me to upgrade my PC and avoid the dreaded hardware despair. It also gives me more time to devote to new projects and create longer content such as live streaming. No matter what you decide, thank you for visiting my channel.